back to Talk Spicy Her. It's the lit one Ritz, and I'm ready to talk my shit. And today, we got a very special guest. I'm low-key excited that you're on here, friend. I can't even lie.
I can't fucking wait. Like,
okay. I would call you Kate, but
please,
I feel like you got
don't forget the nasty with it.
Kate Nasty?
Kate Nasty.
Okay. A little freaky
Big
man.
Nasty, Big Kate, Big Barty, Barty to Barbie, all of that. All of that.
Turn up!
Ritzy got me drunk, y'all, so please let me. Disclaimer.
Why do I always get blamed?
I was tipsy when I got here, but
See what I'm saying?
She got me drunk for real. Like,
Drunker.
like, it's that. So.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Today's episode, it's gonna be a little, just follow with us. Like, if you are my audience, I feel like you could keep up with the conversation. So
if you know me, you know this shit is gonna go this way.
We're gonna be a little spin twin, you feel me? But we're gonna bring it back around and make sure that everybody's following the conversation.
We're having a great time.
A ball. Okay, so before the camera started rolling, we were talking about our cameraman seems to think that women, or there's just so many options of men out here to choose from, and there's good guys, and you know, we're picking because, what did he say?
Basically we want niggas for their money, and if niggas don't got money, then
right. Like, we want to find, bro. So I'm gonna say my piece, and then you can say yours.
Bet.
So I've only dated one nigga with money, right? And after how he did me, I had the exit stage, left. After that, I've never fucked with a nigga that was like on like a serious note to where he was taking care of me, providing anything. I'm the provider. I'm Big Ritz. I'm the one bringing everything to the table. Bitch, I am the table. You feel me? So I don't really understand how girls can get the perception that we are searching for all these niggas with monies and da-da-da-da, when where are the niggas with the money? But I'm not saying y'all don't exist. In jail.
I'm about to cry. Oh my god, I don't have my chapstick in this purse. Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen, you're okay. So I'm sure they exist, and what Kate had started to say was, I'm in it for love, not money. But now that we've experienced the niggas that are broke and whatever, I'm in it for love. I don't need your money. No, I need both of them.
Absolutely. Because, like, and even still right now, like, I have to make myself be like, no, bitch, get you some fucking money. Because at the end of the day, y'all are not shit. Like, let's just be real. So, it has to be some kind of benefit from it. Like, you're cheating and doing this or whatever. But, like, majority of the time, the people that I've dealt with or whatever, like, they don't got nothing to offer me. Like, they're moving into my house. They're not paying no bills or whatever, like, up until recently. So, like I said, I'm not saying that that's not true, because there definitely is those. There's those bitches that, you know what I'm saying, they here for the money, and if you don't got no money, then there's nothing. But I'm not that. So now what? Like, what's the excuse now? Because I've been taking care of niggas for almost 28 fucking years. Like,
not since the day you came out. It's crazy.
Like,
it's crazy.
A little baby taking, but no, for real though. Like, so that's not really no excuse for real. Like, so I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just to the point that it's just like, and I hate it because I'm not gonna be that person to be like, oh, all niggas ain't shit. All niggas.
We can agree on that.
Right,
I think
like,
there are niggas that
some,
are shit.
but like I just said, for every one nigga that's faithful and loyal and do it, there's 20 that's not
slime
shit.
balls.
So it's like, unfortunately, some of y'all just get like, I might come across a good nigga and I just fuck him over because the last fucking however many niggas done fucked me over. So now that's what I'm on. Like, so I don't know. Y'all gotta.
I don't know if I'm so much like tarnished from my past, because if I was, I would be a low down dirty. I just want love, but also I'm not gonna be stupid, because I'll be stupid if I didn't fucking learn a lesson. And you gotta come with something. You need to be able to at least meet me halfway financially.
I don't know. I think I'm so stupid. Like, and I can be like, one thing about me, if you know, you know. Like, I don't I am who I am, and I take accountability for everything. Like, if I did it, I did it. If I didn't, I didn't.
Right.
So I can say, like, I don't know how to be alone. Like, so I'm trying to find a future in everything. Like, even if this is supposed to just be a sneaky link and whatever. I'm like, I don't know, though, because we could get married. Like,
oh my God, bitch!
Doing this, like,
you're a twin!
Where have you been? So, like, it's really bad. So, and like I said, I know that about myself. So, it's just like,
it's called codependency.
Right. And now, I'm going to say, I don't know how long ago, but let me just say, red hair Kate, beyond bullshit. So, like, that was...
Is that who Kate 8 is? Or K8?
Whew, hold on. Let me finish this.
Okay. Because I want to know these things.
So, like, back in the days, I was a very tit for tat kind of person. So that's kind of where, like, I'm not slow. I know I have a reputation, and if you know, you know.
I want to know.
It's for being a hoe.
Okay.
So, but it wasn't like, to me, like, if you, like, I don't know how to explain it, but at the end of the day, that wasn't the goal. It was just more so like, I'm hurt, and so now I'm about to hurt him. And at the time, being young, dumb, and stupid, this is what I think is the best way to get back is...
I get it.
So now I'm doing shit that I don't even really want to do for real.
You were using your body as like a weapon.
Right.
Like, yeah, nigga.
So, because he done did it, so like, shit, I could do it too, and I could do it way worse. If you know, you know, long live thug life, my baby. So, but like, I'm trying to like outgrow that. But then now it's like, a nigga do something to me, and I'm like, what the fuck I supposed to do? Like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I don't want to use my coochie for revenge, but like, you gotta bitch, you got one up on me. Like, what? And it drives me crazy. Like,
didn't you make a song before? Did you rap or something?
A few, yeah.
Listen, it's gonna help. It helped me. I don't know how, but I swear to God, friend, like, it's so therapeutic for me to be able to talk shit to these niggas.
Oh yeah.
And your homeboy bumping my shit, and he really like, yes, this went off, and I'm like, yes, about your homie.
It does feel good because I'm sorry, Shayana, if you watching this, girl, you know everything. We good. Everything's cool. But that little diss track, it definitely did make me feel.
Somebody wrote a diss track about you?
No, I wrote a diss track about her.
Okay.
And again, like I said, if you're watching this, girl, everything. I'm not trying to go.
Yeah, we're just talking about your life.
But you were absolutely right. So maybe that's what I should start doing.
I think the energy has to be put towards something like constructive.
Right, and that's where I'm at now. Is kind of like, I'm about to run up a bag. Like, that's where I'm trying to like put my mind, because like,
let money be your motivation.
And I'm not gonna lie, because when I was doing that tit for tat and fucking for revenge, niggas was sick. Like, it did work. It did what
he was crying, throwing up, sliding down the wall.
You can stop now. Baby, I'm just getting started.
These cheeks is getting clapping.
But I can't do that. And honestly, I'm, again, 110% honesty. The only reason I don't do that anymore is not because I want to be a better person or have whatever. It's because I fall in love. Like, I done start fucking with this nigga to get back at this nigga, but now, bitch, I'm in love with you. Like, what's good? Like you want to get married or what? Like, what's going on? So, and then that nigga not shit either. So it just became like a kind of cycle. But
so, what was your example like growing up as far as relationships and love? Like, your parents.
So, I'm going to just say this real quick and then do with it what you will.
Go ahead.
My daddy, I love my daddy to death. I have a great father, first and foremost. Let's just make that
no daddy issues clear. Is what you're saying.
None of that.
Okay.
If anything, I got mommy issues.
Okay.
But my daddy is, what's his 24? 85 years old. Believe it or not. My mother is 47. So that whole situation was strange. But
a 3-year-old brother, if that makes you feel better. My dad's 63. So.
It does.
So okay, my daddy, when he's
80. When he had me.
Yeah. So my dad was 60.
So everybody's like,
you know,
like when I was like younger, they're like, oh, your granddad's here to get you, bitch. Don't play with my fucking daddy.
And my daddy hoe.
Motherfucking daddy. And now, like, nowadays, I wish I could, like, show y'all. Like, I'm going to make them edit in a picture of my daddy because my daddy looked good, honey. Yeah. If I didn't just tell y'all he was 85, you would never know that. But.
Okay, family life. How'd you grow up? What'd you see?
So, but as far as my mom, it was, like, all type of shit. So, like, my sister and, you know, her dad and my mom, like, he was very abusive to everybody. Like, so that was the first.
Your sister's dad?
Right.
Okay.
As far as I remember, like, that's the first relationship that I remember seeing my mom in, and that was kind of what happened. But, and then she got with my other sisters who are adopted stepsisters kind of things. Weird situation, but and he was great, but now he's not so great. It's weird. But as far as my dad, like, from as far as I, like, even before I even was born, my dad has been with the same woman and still with her to this day. So it's like I have
an example,
right? And it's like I have two different like perspectives. Like I have this of like, oh, my mom was like, you know, getting fucking beat on and cheated on and all this shit. And then I have my dad who, at the time, of course, when I was born, he made his mistakes or whatever. But as far as I can remember, he's been a husband. Like he's been loyal. He puts his wife over everything. He's very, so it's like, I don't know, it's like a mental battle in a way. Like, because
you've
I
seen
have
both.
An example of niggas being good, and I have an example. So it's like, and then again, my own experiences, like, I've.
What do your relationships tend to emulate? Like what you seen with your dad or what you seen with your mom?
Really neither.
Okay.
And I say that because one thing that my parents did kind of like agree on, or was like a common theme, I guess, was trying to shelter me from certain things. So as I started getting older, that's when I, you know, came to Creekwood and Houston more and all that stuff.
Where are you from?
Like Leland.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, not like nowhere crazy, but it's just like I never seen none of that stuff. So then when I got older and I was kind of like, I got my license and all that stuff, I'm moving on my own. I'm like, at the time, you know, niggas wasn't doing drive-bys in broad daylight and stuff. So I'm riding past, I don't even know where I'm at, but I see Houston more, and, you know, they having cookouts outside, everybody outside, turning up music on, but this shit look like fun. So
you love outside.
I love it here. Like, what's going on? Like, put me in the game, coach. Yeah. So I can't really say that either. Like, I made my own path. Just like, and if it was up to them, it would have been very much different. But it is what it is. This is where I was never supposed to end up in the hood, because that's one thing I didn't see. I didn't see no hood shit. I didn't see no drug dealing, no shooting, no none of that. So that was all me. I'm gonna tell you, that was all me. That was my choice.
But I think that's a good point to make, is as a parent, even if you are the perfect parent, which doesn't exist, like, you know, showing your kids everything that they need, at a certain point in time, they're going to be of age to make their own choices. And you can't feel responsible.
Absolutely. And I do very strongly base my parenting style off of that, because I feel like I was so sheltered to the point that, like I said, when I did make my way across that bridge and into the, I'm like, shit, this shit was like fun. They having a great fucking time, because that's all I knew was what I saw at that moment. Right. So I jumped head first into that shit. And then, you know, of course they found out and they tried to stop it or whatever. And the more they tried to stop it, the more I wanted to do it.
The more you rebel.
Like, because I feel like you're just trying to stop me. You don't want me to have no fun. So
y'all hating.
Right. Like, so, but then as I got older and things started happening, I saw the bad side of it. And of course now,
the reality of it, actually.
So, and then it took all the way up to, because I mean, I witnessed some crazy ass shit, but it took for me personally to get shot at, like somebody was actually trying to take my life, and luckily didn't succeed. I'm here. I'm still alive.
Friend.
I'm
still alive. You stupid as fuck.
But like that was to me my moment of like, this ain't fucking.
You had
like,
an epiphany.
This is why they, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, I had just had my son like probably, maybe 5 months before this.
How old were you?
I was 20.
Okay.
I had my son when I might have been 19 still. Because I got pregnant when I was 18. I had him when I was 19. So yeah, I might have still been 19 at the time. But that was kind of like, and I had actually I had came out there with my son, and then I left to drop him off and came back, and that's when that happened. So it was like, damn, like my son was just fucking with me, bro. Like, yeah. And so that kind of, and even still, like, it made me take a step back, but I still didn't completely cut it all the way off. Because I mean, I'm still, at the time, you know what I'm saying? It was only...
You're young.
That was probably a year after I had kind of jumped off the porch or whatever. So I'm like, but there's still fun out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still fun.
It was one stupid little...
Like, and so, you know what I'm saying? So, to me... I want to find that kind of balance with my kids. Like, I'm not gonna keep it all the way away from them, because again, when you first see it, it's fun. They're having a great time. They're out here drinking, partying, blah, blah, blah. For sure. Like, it just looks fun. So, I feel like that was kind of where the mistake was made with me, because if you see from the beginning that, yeah, it looks like this, but this is how it ends up, then you can kind of make a better, like, educated, like, so... Like, both of my kids' dads have been in and out of jail. Okay. So, that's not a good thing. Like, I'm not proud of it or bragging about it. But it's like, to me, I'm kind of grateful in a way, because now you see, yeah, it looks like fun, but this is where it ends up. Yep. They say you're either going to, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I don't want them growing up in the hood or none of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to be all the way in it, but I want them to see enough where they see, like, yeah, it looks like this from the outside, but this is the reality of it. This is what, like,
that's the best way to do it, though, in my opinion. I don't have kids, so I don't know anything, but I'm just saying, because you have to be able to see both sides to make an educated decision. Even though they're kids, they'll be like, no, that's not what I want for my life. I like how this is, whatever. But if you're keeping them over here and this is all they see, and they get to see this at a glance, and they see the barbecues, they're going to be like, oh my God, this is so much fun. You're not seeing how many devastated families there are from like the random ass killings. How many fucking...
And that's another thing too, is that my son, especially, like my daughter, she just kind of be in her own fucking world. She don't pay attention to shit. But like my son has seen where I've lost friends that, again, I would have never even met if I didn't go into that lifestyle. But I mean, I don't regret it. I'm glad I met them. I love them so much. But he's seen me lose a lot of people back to back to back to back to back, and he's seen how that has affected me. And so to me, I just, like I said, I'm hoping and praying that is a motivation for him not to take that route, because there's a lot of things I could have did and been, and you know what I'm saying. But once I went there, it was like I said, it was so much fun in that moment that college went out the window, everything went out the window at that point, because I'm having the time of my life out here with these people. Don't even know that when I'm going home, when the sun go down, they're killing each other. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So now I feel like, even though my son is very young, and so a lot of people would say that he's been like exposed to too much for his age, but I feel like I said,
he's 8.
He's 9.
Okay.
So, but I just feel like I said, it would be great if he could never see none of those things, but it's life. It's going to happen. So I'm glad that he has seen, like, this is, like I said, where that lifestyle will have you ending up. So hopefully it works. And again, parenting is a guessing game. So.
And so we were, pour me 1 2 for me, please.
Oh, do we want to do the K8 topic real quick?
Yeah, we get back to that.
So this is how, so everybody knows my name is Kate.
Kate, like Caitlin.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't really know.
Hold on, don't be stingy.
Period. Because I just put myself way too fucking much.
You thirsty.
So, I don't know where... I can't tell you exactly how I started using the 8. Like
K8 is what you're saying. The letter K, the number 8.
So, but to me, in my mind, it was... Oh, I do know. Because people, you know, John and Kate plus 8. So, that started being a thing. And then, so, it was... Just, like, you know how people be like, great, like, GR8. So, to me, it was obvious, like, K8 spells Kate.
Yeah.
So...
It's kind of cute, actually.
Back in the days, I was a messy ass bitch, and I just, you know, internet bitch, and this is when Twitter was really a thing, and I would just be arguing, like, when I came to Wilmington, like, same, like,
go ahead.
Like, same shit, like I said, I had just came into town and started singing shit, whatever, and, of course, I don't mean to sound cocky, but the niggas love me, like, cause, not even because of me being a bad bitch, which I am, but it's,
guess you didn't know.
It's fresh meat, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen,
I ain't never seen this bitch. Like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, where the fuck
this little light skinned pretty hair.
Like, that's just how it goes. So now I'm like, I got beef with all these different people, and I don't even know who the fuck they are. So there was a situation where it was like basically like Leland versus Wilmington. It was me, Jazz, and Lex versus Wilmington. Period. And I don't know who the fuck we thought we was. So,
how old were you? Just a preference.
I hadn't had my daughter yet, so it was like between 15 and 17.
Okay.
2015 and 2017. So I was maybe 2021.
Okay.
So I met you guys know Stan. Stan the man. We're at the club, whatever. Some shit had went down. Some niggas started shooting, whatever. I'm with Jazz, and I'm thinking we about to leave because niggas just started shooting. Right. So, but then I noticed, like, drunk me don't got no fucking sense. Let's just say that. So, everybody, like, shit died down and motherfuckers going back in the clubs. I'm like, oh, shit, it ain't over. Like, the gunshots have stopped. Like, so Jazz like, no, I'm like, well, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm going back inside.
She love outside, Jazz.
Like, so I go back inside.
She love outside.
And... Then the club ends. I'm outside talking to some fucking body. I don't even know who the fuck I was talking to at the time. And this girl walks up to me. And she's like, are you K8? So this is the first time I'm hearing
the words K8
out loud. So I'm like, huh? She's like, are you K8? So I'm like, shit, I guess. Like, if that's how you want to, whatever. And the bitch punched me in my motherfucking face.
Damn.
And y'all know who it was? Kelly motherfucking Sidbury. And that's my girl now, y'all. I swear to God, I love Kelly so much, but she did that. She definitely did. And her and all them fucking Sidberries whooped my motherfucking ass at Stan.
Why?
Bad.
Whose nigga was you fucking?
No, because... And none of them. That's the crazy part. I don't...
Why did she...
And honestly, Kelly, if you watching this, if you remember the exact reason, please... Because me and Kelly have, like, we have...
Send us a message.
We've talked about this a few times. Because now it's funny. Like, now that it's over, it's funny now. It wasn't funny then because, baby, they blacked both of my motherfucking eyes. They whooped me bad. But but like I said, it was at the time, when I came in town, like I said, niggas was all on me, like, oh my God, who the fuck is it? So now I'm feeling myself, like... So now I think I'm some fucking bodies and I'm just popping shit to whoever. Like, so it's really no telling, like, what I said or whatever that really... And my problem is that I do that on the internet and I don't go look on these bitches' pages, like, let me see what she look like, whatever. So I'm lacking at this point.
Yeah, because you don't know what anybody looks like. You just be
when she came
shit.
up, I didn't know, like, oh, this is the bitch I was arguing with. Like, I'm like, who the fuck? Like, I'm thinking this, like, she want to be my friend. Like, yeah.
Hey, twin! Like, me?
Bitch, you just hit me.
Let me announce you to make sure you knew what you just did.
I swear to God, bro. Man. Listen, but I'm changed. I changed. I learned my lesson. I don't want to fight no more. It's okay.
Okay. So, what even made me want to ask you to come on? I know this really has nothing to do with what we were talking about. But...
It never does.
It never does. We were just talking about being in certain situations, whatever, and I brought up the what do you call it? Not a symptom. The disorder?
Right.
Okay.
Oppositional defiance disorder.
Oppositional defiance disorder. And you told me that you, your sister, and your son have.
So I'm going to say this. My son has not been officially diagnosed. But.
you pot calling the kettle like.
This is that. Like,
okay.
And he's also the same size as me. We're both Taurus. So it's.
So, first, how old were you when you got diagnosed with that?
I was in middle school. I want to say 6th, maybe 7th grade.
Just in case.
So, what age is that? I don't know.
7th, you're maybe 12?
Yeah, something around there, yeah.
What, hindsight, like, what did that look like for you at that age? Like, what behaviors were you having?
It was just, and it kind of goes back to, like, what we were talking about me coming in town. It was just more so, whatever my parents said, excuse me, I had to do the opposite. Like, and I didn't notice it at the time. Like, I'm thinking I'm just being a regular fucking kid. But, like, now, like I said, looking back, it didn't matter what it was. Like, they could have told me, don't jump off a bridge, and I was going to go jump off of that bridge.
First.
Like,
head first.
Because who the fuck, like, you can't tell me what to do.
Right.
Like, I'm my own. And then, like, at the time, like, once I hit, especially 13, 14, like, I'm a teenager. I was about to say,
now. So you're a teenager,
now,
so you're
like,
having teachers tell you what to do. Obviously, your parents are telling you what to do. Like, what were you bad in school? Like, were you?
No, and that's the thing. It was just like, because not trying to brag, but like, I'm naturally very fucking smart. So it was like teachers weren't really giving me that much direction. Like, oh, you need to be doing this, because I was already doing it. Right. So it was just kind of school. I didn't really have no issue. It was just more so
home life.
I didn't notice, like, when they diagnosed, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, no, I don't do that. Like, but it really didn't start, like, affecting me, in my opinion, until I was an adult working jobs. Because it's just, like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you can't tell me what to do. Like, like, I remember when I was working at McDonald's, that was my, like, 3rd job, maybe. I don't know. As a teenager. And they had this rule, like, you have to ask to go to the bathroom.
Fuck you.
And
sorry, this is
so, you know, I had already had, like, issues with this, like, because, bitch, I'm grown at this point.
I gotta
like,
pee, bro.
I'm fucking.
What the fuck I look like?
I'm 19. I'm a grown ass woman. So, like, I'm not about to ask y'all shit. So,
and to ask you to go to the bathroom, that's crazy.
Right?
Work.
Like, I don't even think, like, even in, like, school,
they
like,
barely made you do that. You grab the pass and leave. But,
like, you're not. If you tell me no, like, bitch, I'm going. So, I remember this one time, I went to the bathroom without saying anything. And as I'm in the bathroom, I'm like, they're gonna say something to me when I come out because I didn't ask. And because they had already kind of talked to me, like, look, your mouth and your attitude is kind of crazy. Like, you got to tone it down. Like, cause me and we was cool, but, like, they knew I was a fucking firecracker. So I'm in the bathroom and I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. Like, they're going to say to me and I'm going to let them have it. I'm not going to say anything at all. And,
you had to give yourself a pep talk before walking into the situation.
It's cool. Like, just let them talk and just leave it be. Just don't say nothing.
Bite your tongue.
And I come out the bathroom. My manager's like, did you ask if you go to the bathroom? I said, do you ask me if you can go to the bathroom? Like, I'm like, bitch, I just said don't say that. Like, I didn't even listen to myself. Like,
immediately, fuck no.
And it's just like, I don't.
Yeah.
And most people call it no filter or whatever, but it's literally like, it's hard. Like, and I don't.
And it does just, I feel like it sucks. One, to be able to function in society, unfortunately, you have to be able to be a rule follower.
Yeah.
Not have to, but you get what, you understand what I'm saying. Like, you just have to. Shit.
Right.
And, but I also feel like we should be at a place where you can say what you're thinking without somebody else being offended or think I'm being disrespectful. Because I'm expressing that I'm uncomfortable right now. Now, all of a sudden, I'm defiant and goddamn, bro, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? So it's almost crazy that certain things like that, in my opinion, are even considered like, a disorder or like, bro, we are people. We have free will. God from up above literally gave everybody free will to choose it. That man ain't telling us what to do. If I'm choosing to do this, then I'm going to do it. But obviously, if I want to be in his good graces at the end, I'm going to follow said rules.
And that's absolutely, like, I definitely get that part of it. And that's kind of like, until I literally probably in the last maybe 2 years, I'm just now like taking accountability for this disorder or whatever and realizing like where the problem comes in, because that's how I was thinking of it prior to that. And the more it kind of like, because like I said, this messes up jobs, relationships, friendships, even like my relationship with my parents, because it's just like I said, when you have this disorder or whatever they want to call it, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, even if you agree with that person, or you know in your mind they are correct, this is what I should be doing, but they told me to do it, so now I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck, or I'll do it later when, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something big or small. It could be something as little as, hey, can you take the trash out? Bitch, I was literally just putting my shoes on to do that, but now you told me to do it. I'm
taking my shoes and my socks off.
To me, it feels like a pride thing, like, you can't let nobody tell you what to do, like, you're grown and blah, 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 but it's like, you just literally can't help it. Like, and a lot of people can't understand that, and they think that you have control over it, and you literally don't. And, because like I said, I don't even listen to myself. I can tell myself, don't do this, don't say this, don't fucking do it, and then it happens anyways.
Then,
like,
bitch, did you ask me, can you use the bathroom?
Like, yeah, like,
listen, I'm about to just start saying that. Did you ask me, could you use the bathroom? So, what's crazy is, so when we were talking about that on live the other day, I genuinely can relate to that 1000%. And anybody, well, shit, I might be borderline, whatever, but I also have the other voice, like, to, like, soothe me.
Yeah.
Because my first
That's
instinct
what I'm trying to get, and I just
is
can't.
that, like, take the trash out, bitch. I don't want to do nothing.
Right.
You know, then it's like, just, you were going to do it anyway. The voice of reason, you know, unfortunately I have, which sometimes I wish I didn't have it. Sometimes I wish I was that and moved off of, you know, because then you don't get walked over as much, in my humble opinion. But anywho, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just something. Is there like medication for that? Is that a thing?
I'm not gonna say there's not medication. I'm gonna say that I was never medicated for that specifically. I was medicated for. Is that medicated?
Yeah, you're like, saying that right.
It sounds crazy to me coming out of my mouth.
Medicated.
But I was medicated for like ADD, ADHD, whatever, stuff like that. But
what do you take for that? I'm just curious.
Adderall.
Okay.
Or Vyvanse, depending on the doctor. Honestly, y'all know I'd be moving around. I'd be moving city to city, state to state, whatever. Like,
I'm out of town.
We not gonna finish there, but
okay.
But like I can say that as I was never medicated for it. My sister was never. So as far as I know,
right. There's no treatment.
It's more so therapy. And even then, it's like, that's why I say it's like such a mental battle, because you're telling me to go to therapy to fix it. You just told me what to do. Now I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not fucking going to therapy.
I'm like, sit in the closet and fucking.
Like, I can. And my goal for this podcast was to not cuss like a sailor and not cry. And I've already probably cussed like a sailor, but I'm gonna try not to cry when I tell y'all this. But so.
Because if you cry, I'm crying.
Right.
Just so you know.
So, when I first had my son, again, I was 18, 19 years old. Too fucking young to be having fucking kids. Let's just be real. So, and I was, at the time, I was living, my dad had a guest house, which was literally, like, right behind his house. So, it was kind of like I had unlimited babysitters. Like, right here. Like, so I was just kind of like, I wasn't doing right by my kids. I'm just being 100, well, my kid at the time. And so, eventually, somehow DSS got called. I don't even know who the fuck or how the fuck, whatever, but that happened. So, it could have very well been an open and shut case, because I wasn't really doing shit for real. I was just being a fucking teenager, partying dropping my kid off to my daddy and going the fuck out and running the street. But I was smoking, and basically the lady came, she talked to me, and she told me, you have to pass these drug tests, you can't smoke weed, and we'll close the case. And again, you don't tell me what to do. Like, I can be a mom and smoke weed at the same time.
Right.
In my mind. So I'm about to show y'all, I'm about to fail all these drug tests, and I'm still about to do what the fuck I got to do as a mom. And I'm going to show y'all that I can do that. Yeah. But, and I think that's kind of where I really do think that that's the moment where I was like, damn, like, this is the problem. Yeah. Because it got worse and worse to the point that they're like, look, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, you're working, you're doing this, but you're not passing the drug test. So we can't, you know what I'm saying? And it got to the point they're like, okay, now you can only see your child this many times a week on this times or whatever.
So what, did your dad have custody?
Right, basically. Okay. And to me, like, at first, it didn't really bother me because, again, I live right behind y'all. So it's not like...
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, and shit, in my mind, he's a baby. I'm getting some fucking sleep at night. And I wake up in the morning, and I go to your house, I walk over there, and I see my son or whatever. And then it got to the point that, like, it went on for so long of me trying to defy what they were saying that they were like, look, you can't even see him no more. Like, you can't be around him. And when they said that, I'm like, I don't give a fuck because that's my daddy and he's going to let me. Right. And then he was like, no. They said this is the rule. And that shit, like, that really broke me down to where I'm like, okay, like, I got to.
How old was your baby?
Follow directions. He was like 6-7 months, somewhere in that range. Okay. Like, he was still a baby. And again, like I said, I'm a teenager. I feel like at first it was kind of like, shit, now I can run the streets even more because now you're saying he got to stay over there. Cool. Now I don't even have to ask. I don't even got to find no babysitter no more.
Listen,
like,
if anybody can't understand where the fuck you're coming from right now, that's somebody trying to look for an issue. Yeah. That's so realistic though, and like being authentic. Like, bro, at 18, 19, whatever, to have that much responsibility put on you, even yes, I signed up for it. Cool.
Absolutely.
But to have that responsibility lifted, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take full advantage of this shit. Absolutely. Be fucking real with yourself. I'm not saying it was right, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, you can understand if you're like, you just being open-minded. I would. Yeah. That makes sense.
And it's like, even to this day, like, because of course he doesn't remember that, but like, I've told him, like, me and my son, like, we are locked the fuck in. Like I said, we're the same sign. My son is very smart. He knows what the fuck is going on. So I can talk to him in a way where, you know what I'm saying, he understands stuff. So me and him have had the conversation where I've actually told him, like, yo, this happened. Like, I know you don't remember, but this happened when you was a baby or whatever.
The rules or whatever changed, like where you got him?
Basically, so like I said, it started off, you got to stay with your dad. And then it was, you can only have visitation of these hours every week or whatever, and then it was your visitation is gone, like you're done for. And that was when I was like, okay, like, I'm not gonna win here, like these people. That's when I literally had to like get, and it was still like hard because I'm like, in my mind I'm like, fuck, like I'm listening to these people, like they telling me what to do, like I didn't, but it was like, this is my baby, like y'all not, like I can't just not see my baby. Like, I was a teenager and I was turning up, but I love my fucking kids down. Like, so then, but it had went on for so long that it was like, it wasn't just that simple of, oh, pass the drug test. Like, now it's harder. Now I had to put in some real work to get back. Because at first, like I said, it was just pass the drug test and you good. But now that I've made this go on for so long that because even
was it years?
No.
Okay.
Because, so, I had actually got pregnant, I want to say in May, it was right after my son turned 1. So, it had probably been like 5 or 6 months that this was going on. So, that kind of, also, that's why I say, like,
kind of sat you
my
down
daughter,
again.
like, my second child, she definitely, like, saved my life in a way because
humbled your ass.
Yeah, because again, they're doing this and now I'm pregnant, so I can't even, you know what I'm saying, do the shit anyways if I wanted to. But it was like, I really had to put in that work to make up for all the bullshit that I done did, because it was like, you say I can't smoke weed, I'm gonna do it anyways. Now you're saying I can only see my son on these days. Y'all don't tell me when, so I'm not gonna show up for this visit. I'm gonna go see him at the time I want to see him, you feel me? But in their eyes, you're not showing up to your visit. So it was just like, it was all kind of stuff. But that really, like I said, when they said I couldn't see him at all, like, I really, like, that shit broke me. And I was like, okay, like.
So he was a year old, you got pregnant with your daughter. And then what changed? Like, what happened?
I think it was very early in my pregnancy when the lady had called me and told me that, you know, my visitation rights were done, and that was pretty much it. Like, I got back on my shit. Like, I stopped smoking. I'm like, look, whatever y'all want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Like, my goal was, in my head, I cannot have another baby and I don't even have my first baby. Like, I'm not about to be like, that can't happen. That looks crazy. That sounds crazy. Like, I knew in my head, before I have this baby, I'm getting this one back. So, like, I was, like, damn near, like, kissing ass on my knees. Like, what y'all want me to do? I'm whatever y'all like. And I did it. Like, before I had my daughter, my son was back with me. Like, and I told myself at that point, like, never will I ever let that happen again. Like, because, like I said, luckily for me, my son doesn't remember any of that stuff. Like,
because it was so early on.
Right. So, you know, that's not about to be one of his childhood memories is, oh, my mom lost custody of me, or none of that stuff, or whatever. Like, so, but I mean, shit happens, and that's why I don't judge people for going through things. I judge people for staying in things, if that makes sense.
Bitch, you took the words right out of my mouth, because I swear to God, like, you can make certain choices, and cool, we all fuck up. Like, I'm far from perfect. I want to make that very clear. Very far from perfect. Like, probably on the opposite end. But I learn from what the fuck I've done, and I choose to do different things after the fact. Like, if I knowing something is hurting me, or if I know something's hurting somebody else, or if I know this is not a healthy behavior for me to be doing, I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
So nobody's fucking perfect, and I just, you know, flowers to you for realizing that early on. You know what I'm saying?
And I think people don't even, like, a lot of people.
For real, though.
I mean, it was never really, like, a secret, but, you know, I guess have met people now that I didn't know at that time, so they didn't know. So, like, people don't even know. Like, when people be like, oh, you're such a good mom, like that really, like, means a lot to me, because it was a time that I wasn't. And I can say that now. Like, I was not a good mom. Like, when I first had my child, I was not a good mom. Like, and at the time, I'm like, oh, fuck y'all, I'm a great mom, blah, blah, blah. But no, I wasn't. Yeah. And so, like, hearing that is kind of like a reach, like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do now. Like, that shit, like, that's the best compliment I could ever fucking receive, because.
And that's what Courtney was telling me. She, like, wanted to talk about you, just your.
I love Courtney. Courtney, I love
you.
Hey,
Courtney!
Like, you're my everything.
I feel like 3 out of these 4 episodes of this season have been, like, Courtney related.
Yeah.
That's how me and you got connected for real. Like, we knew each other in passing.
I think the only time I saw you before that was at
Cosette.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Cosette, that's my girl.
I love her.
I
know Cosette since I was 15.
How did I even see? I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, even the situation with Kelly, like, I be talking to people on the internet, and I don't know, like,
how long.
And it goes both ways, because I'll beef with you, and like I said, beef. I don't know. Okay. But like I said, the situation with Kelly was, you know, me and her had words apparently, and I never looked at her page, looked at her pictures, none of that. So that was that. But it's also people that I fuck with on the internet, and still I don't look at your page or whatever. So people walk up to me like, hey, Kate, what's good? I'd be like, hey, girl.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I love you so much. But who are you?
No, I will fake it till I make it, and I'll never be like, nobody. Like, I'm like, hey, girl. And so when I'm at work, right, and my homegirl Dree, shout out to Dree, hey Dreeski, she got this friend named Marie. So I'm at work in Raleigh. Marie lives in Raleigh, I'm at the fucking Waffle House, and she's like, "Hey, Kate," and mind you, again, I'm in Raleigh, so like, I don't know none of y'all.
Yeah,
bitches,
I don't
like,
expect anybody to be saying
so
anything
I'm
to me.
like, "Hey, girl," and she's like,
I love a fake hey.
"You don't know who I am, do you?" I'm
No.
like, "Oh God!" Like that was the first time I ever been like called out. Like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, but yeah, I'm bad for that. Like,
crazy. Okay,
but I love my internet friends though.
Yeah,
real bad.
And I gotta. All right, we're gonna put a pin in the disorder topic. I do want to talk about the internet real fast. We don't gotta go crazy or nothing. I just feel like it needs to be said.
I done took like 4 shots out of this one shot.
Oh yeah, she's sipping on a shot, y'all. That's
drunk as
insane.
shit. 'Cause I gotta drive home still, so like you
don't have to do shit. I got a guest bedroom. I'm just saying.
Period. Big Ritz.
You feel me? We know what the fuck going on. Anyways, so the internet, which again, like I was saying, I feel like that's how we became acquainted closer. I don't know. I had a whole thing like to say to you initially. Like, I genuinely fuck with you because it's hard to find people that you're around on a regular basis that stick up for you when you're not around. Me and you, we just said, seen each other in passing, and I met you the one time with Courtney. But you didn't even tell me this, and it wasn't even anything directly from you. Somebody wrote me.
Hustle, do you hear that?
No, for real.
I didn't tell this bitch nothing.
She didn't tell me a fuck thing. Somebody wrote me and was like, "Hey, yo, Kate or Barty on Facebook, she be going crazy for you in the goddamn group. Like, she's sticking up for you. She goddamn riding and sliding for you." And I just randomly wrote her and I was like, "Bitch, I just want to let you know I genuinely appreciate you." This is when I was going through my little bullshit, Facebook drama, whatever the fuck, internet shit. And I really love you. I don't know you, but I swear to God, I love you for real.
Thing, so, okay, first of all, again, not even fuck cassette, but it was when I seen you with Courtney. Again, you know, Courtney was like living with me, like that's my girl.
Yeah,
so
I came to see her in Raleigh.
I trust her judgment of people. Right. So she fuck with you, I fuck with you. Period. That's it. But also, it was a lot of the things that you've been through, I relate to. And one thing I do not play about, and I'm not even trying to get into all that bullshit with that nigga, because fuck that nigga.
Stay on topic. But
it's like, that's something I do not play about is domestic violence. Like, because I done been in some shit, like, y'all, I know y'all can't see it from back there, but I got this scar in my eyebrow from getting whooped on by niggas. I got fake teeth in my mouth from getting whooped on by niggas. Like, I done been in that situation many, many times. And I know, really, honestly, it wasn't until the last 2 times that, like, I was really in fear of my life. Like, I know how that shit feels. Like, I know how it feels to be, like, in that moment, like, how far is he about to go? Like, because he's to this point, like, and I don't even feel like this is him anymore. Like, it
just is going to get worse.
There's no excuse for that. I will say, if you just, like, beating on a nigga or whatever and he end up hitting you back, then that's what it is. Like,
that's different.
Like,
I've never put my hand on a man, period. But let's make that very clear.
Even then, though, in my opinion, a man is stronger than a woman, period. So if especially me, I'm a weak ass bitch.
She's literally all like, I don't know if you could. I mean, I'm a big bitch, so the proportions are probably crazy right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
she's little. Like, Kay is little.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, even if I do hit you, that shit don't fucking hurt. Like, and if it do, like, you can hold me down. You can, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ways to stop that without, like, but a man beating a female like she's a nigga on the street.
It's crazy.
Like,
and I never seen you put your hands on a nigga in the street.
It's no.
Let's talk about it. I'm just playing. Keep on.
Giving.
It's giving.
But anyways,
yeah.
So it's like that's a very touchy subject for me. So once that kind of like came out into the open, which I was already like kind of aware, but like again, I don't know like details.
Right.
But and so for people to be like, oh, she's lying or she's like, don't fucking do that. Like that shit really like. And
what? Go ahead, finish.
And that's why everybody was like, oh, you're telling her shit like that's your friend. And I'm telling them like that's not my friend. Like,
this is our first time being together alone.
Right. Absolutely.
Literally. Just to make that clear. So like, Ratchet TV.
Not that, like, because they're like, you hate. I'm not even going to say his name because I'm not giving bitch ass niggas no clout on this shit. Please don't. They're like, you hate him so much.
No, y'all dick ride. Anyway.
I don't even know him. For real, to say I hate him, but what I hate is woman beaters. Right. Like, so.
And I'm not the first.
And there's no gray area. To me, like, it's no gray area in that. Like, okay, well, I'm not going to say there's no gray area. Like I said, holding, like, restraining, and even.
Everybody keep your fucking hands to yourself. Yeah.
But like I said, if it's getting physical, whatever, like I said, restraining, even, I ain't even going to say, shit, choking a bitch up, bitch stop fucking playing with me. I kind of like that shit a little bit. But.
This bitch is like you. That y'all niggas thinking bitches like that. I don't like that. Don't touch me. Don't even grab my fucking arm because I'm a cry and I might call the police.
Bad. No, now is it the...
Ooh.
Ritzy didn't pay her light bill, y'all.
I'm fucking... First of all, it's still going. Something happened. Are we still recording? Okay.
What's going on?
What it look like? What I need to do? What happened?
We gonna cut this part out. That's embarrassing.
It is. Oh, it was my big ass knee. Damn. Nah, we gonna keep that in. Fuck it. Continue.
So, damn. What the fuck?
We're talking about abusers, whatever. Right. And why we, like, I was just saying, like, thank you, and I genuinely love you.
Absolutely. And I swear to God. I fuck with Big Ritz, I swear to God, because it's hard to tell your story, bro.
Woo!
Like, it's hard.
Woo!
Like,
woo!
I have, if you know, you know, like, I have told a little bit, like, here and there, but I've never
told everything,
like, really fully come out, like, publicly and told, like, how certain situations have went. So, and again, like, I wouldn't give a fuck if I never met the bitch in my life. I'm a girl's girl at the end of the day, but also, like I said, I really relate to a lot of shit. Even before that, even before that whole situation played out, it was just like, I just felt like in general, like just watching on the internet or whatever, like I feel like I feel you. Like I feel like, and talking to you more now. Yeah. Just now. Yeah. Recently. Today. Hustle.
October fucking, what's today? It's 18th, like, 2024. Like,
I was like, okay, yeah, like we definitely like, we have a lot more in common than we even knew, but.
We do.
I don't know.
I appreciate that, like, though. I really
personally, do. Yes, but I'm not. I can't. It's not in me. I can't just sit around and let people like attack a victim at the end of the day. Like, and I don't even want to say victim because at the end of the day, nobody's innocent in life.
For sure.
Like everybody, but if you even come to me and be like, "Oh well, she did this to him and that's why he did this," I'm not fucking with you because
you're lying.
You'll
I got
do
it on record,
regardless.
nigga.
Like say for example,
you
like,
know I got all the receipts. I'm a receipt queen. I got shit from 2017. Oh, fuck with me.
Either way though, even if they tell me the truth,
right.
Say for example, you stole from him.
Right.
Let's just say
please. That. Stole.
And sorry. So he should have fucked up.
Right.
And a nigga kind of like, oh well, she took. If you're making an excuse for a man beating the fuck out of a woman,
absolutely,
stay the fuck away from me. Because at the end of the day, it's no reason.
For sure. It's
no, like, unless you got one of them big ass, butch ass, like, I don't even, like, even then, like, I just.
Let everybody just keep your fucking hands to yourself, number one.
Right.
Period.
And women, I will say, while I'm saying this, women, don't hit a man if you don't want to get hit back. Because
period.
I will say that would be the only situation that I would be like, all right, because that's human nature. If somebody hit you, you hit them back.
Exactly.
You're not thinking like, oh, this is the girl, don't do that, whatever. So that I get.
Exactly.
But
women want to be treated so equally. No. Bro, keep your hands to your fucking self. I literally, matter of fact, when I was just in the DR, this was a conversation between a little, I can't even remember what she was. A white lady and then somebody else. She was mixed with something. She was like Ecuadorian and something. And they were just talking about how, and early in our relationship, I would snap on him and da-da-da. But then I'm like thinking about my shit. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Size, sex, I don't give a fuck. Keep your hands to yourself. And they're like, no, I know. And these are 40-plus-year-old women talking about this shit, how they was putting their hands on men. And I'm not going for none of that. That shit ain't cool. I don't care who you is, what you is. Don't touch nobody if you don't want to be touched back, period.
Right. And that be the problem sometimes.
Or if you don't want to go to jail.
Facts. Because
if you going to jail.
Because and if this is you, I swear to God, I salute you 110%. Because there are men out there who it don't matter what you do, like you can't make them do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. You could beat them to a pulp and they just not gonna do it. But men like that, because again, I've had men like that, and that has led me. Okay, well, shit. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it make a female think, oh, he not gonna do nothing to me because I'm a girl at the end of the day. And it's niggas that will.
It's niggas that will.
I'm telling, and that's why, like my daughter's dad. Like
one more time.
A lot of people don't even know my daughter got a dad. Like a lot of people think I got one baby daddy. I got two of them.
Okay.
But that's
so both your daughters have the same dad?
No, that's the messy part. Is that
your son?
And my last has the same dad.
Listen.
My middle one has a different dad. And so...
Nigga, tighten up.
We're riding
I don't know nothing. I swear to God, I don't.
And again, he's in prison right now, but if you happen to run across this, your daddy run across this, that is cool. So, we're riding in the car, and something had happened. Matter of fact, Sydney, hey girl. He had left me sleep in the house, took my car, and went to go smoke with Sydney and her friend. Sydney is my friend. What the fuck are you doing? What's going on? So, again, at the time, me being me, tit for tat, started texting one of his homeboys, like, what's good? Blah, blah, blah. So,
I'm sorry. No, that's what you was about to say, bitch. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So,
so sorry.
So we riding, right? We going from Wilmington to East Decatur. And we stop at a gas station. Matter of fact, BPM Market.
Well, this is going to be a 2-part episode, by the way, D.
It's going to have to be.
We still got like an hour worth of conversation.
It's 10 o'clock. I got at least till 12. Swear to God.
These episodes are going to be an hour and 30 minutes because this good shit to me. Like, go ahead.
I got some stories to tell. Like, man, honestly, I could probably go till the sun come up. But, okay.
And look, I'll be sitting right here like this.
And what happened? So look, and I'm gonna tell it all the time. I had a fucking motherfucking Obama phone. That's how long ago this was. We had Obama phones. If you know, you know. So we go to the gas station. The matter of fact, it's right there, not 23rd Street, but like what is it, Kenwood?
Are we on the domestic violence topic?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So he tells me go pay for the gas. He gonna pump the gas. Cool. Give me the bread. Go in the store. Pay for the gas. Come out. He pumped the gas. We leave. We done made it to, I don't know the name of the gas station right there at like Mako Road and 7476.
Oh, no idea.
You know, you go across the bridge, just keep going straight. Like you go
Exxon
to East Arcade. It might be Exxon now. At the time, it was a motherfucking, I don't know. It might have been Exxon then.
Go ahead.
So we had like that light right there, that intersection, and I'm looking like. Trying to find my phone. So I'm like, you see my phone?
Shit.
He like, yeah, I threw it in the trash at that gas station.